Hi everyone, my name is Mathieu. In this video I'll show you how I've added a concrete look to a wooden board. So this will be my floating desk. This also goes under the name of polished concrete or beton ciré. In Belgium we use the name Mortex, so if you cover something with polished concrete we call it Mortex something. So I'll show you this in this video. So as a disclaimer, I'll also say that this is my first time using it and showing you how it went. Some people are way better at this, so if you need some more information or you're looking into doing some more complex stuff, make sure to check out their website and the technical data sheet. So everything will be in the description down below. There are a lot of possibilities, so some people are doing swimming pools, walls, the floor. So I went for a desk because it's something easy and something useful for me, and I'll show you how to do it. So in this video I'll show you the steps. So it starts with Residur or Resipact, that is more like a primer. Then you have Mortex F2 and F4, so one is coarser than the other, and it's all mixed with Bealcryl. So it would be a powder mixed with a liquid, so being the A and the B, and then you can add some colors, you can add some additives like FBE3 and RBE3. So one will be for a better flow and the other will be for a longer working time. And I'll also finish everything with a matte finish, so being the Bipur M. So it's a matte finish, you can also get it in glass or in a satin finish. So for the first layer I've used the Resipact G. So the Residur would just be like a blank finish just to seal the wood. I went for the Resipact G that has some texture to it as well. So this will enable you to apply the first layer of To Mortex nicely onto the surface, and it will grip and bond well into that texture finish that you create. So you can add it by using a brush or a roller. So I went for a roller because I thought it was more easy to apply and like an even coat. So here's the first layer after it's applied. So you'll see like the texture on it. So it's like a coarse sanding paper. Once the liquid is curing and evaporating, you'll be left with only like the markings that will create like a nice surface to grip with the Mortex coming on top. So here we're mixing the batch of Mortex F2, so this is a thicker material. So here you can see me preparing everything, and don't make the same mistakes as I did, trying to pour like a powder into that cup, because it can go wrong. So I would like in the future of this video you'll see me just adding it cup by cup to transfer it from one to the other. The general rule is to use 1 kilogram of Bealcryl, so the liquid, to 5 kilograms of the powder. So but keep in mind that things might vary between the different F types that you have. So F1 would be coarser and needs less Bealcryl. F4 will be thinner, so has like a smoother finish and will need a bit more of Bealcryl. So all the details will be in the description down below if you're really looking into doing something similar like this. So it's a good rule to mix the powder, so the tinting powder, with the liquid first, and then adding the powder later on. So first you add 2/3 of the powder, and then the last third can be added just before using it. So here you can see me applying it. So I'm not a professional, so I just did the best I could. I was running a bit short of material, so they would advise between 0.8 and 1.2 kilograms of mixture per square meter. I was more leaning to like having 1.2 or more, so things might vary between the surface that you're working on, but for me I would need a bit more. So here is the F4 being used, so this is the thinner one. Mixing is exactly the same. Make sure that you note down the amount of tinting powder that you use on the first layer, so you can reproduce this on the second layer as well. So here you can see me, it's not like sanding, it's just like removing every dimple that was sticking out after applying the first layer. So make sure to clean your board first before applying the second layer. So everything is mixed now, and you'll see like this is a more runny texture than the first one. After doing this desk, I think I could go with just the F2, because the F2 is like, with only the F4, because the F4 is like for smoother surfaces, and the board was totally smooth. So in the future, I think I'll just do 2 layers of F2 to create this effect. But although I wasn't unhappy, because the F2 created like a nice texture, like a concrete texture. So here you can see it after it's dried. So now the next step would be to sand everything flat. If you still have some holes or dimples, you might be able to add a 3rd layer if you want to. But for me, 2 layers was okay. So here I'm sanding with the 150 grit. Being in the composites industry, like they call this polishing. So polishing in the concrete, like while being used here, 150 they call it polishing, and the composites industry using 150 is like a coarse grit to sand with. But I was stunned to see the result. So you get a nice shine after sanding it with the 150, and now your board or your surface should be close to flat. So here you see the gloss on the entire part, and you'll see like the markings. These are coming from the layers below being sanded through the first layer. So now that we are done with this, we can proceed to the finish. So I've used Bipur M, so a matte finish, because I like matte finish. Like I said in the beginning, you can also get a gloss finish or a satin finish. The liquid is milky white and has like a blue shine, but after curing it will go fully transparent. So I'm making sure I don't have chunks left into my varnish, because I absolutely don't want to have them on my desk. So I'm using a roller and just go in one direction over the entire surface. So I'm used to painting things. For some people this might be scary to see like a blue-white finish, but this will cure over time into a transparent finish. So here you can see the shots over time. So half an hour in between every layer. Like a good rule while painting matte finishes is wait for it to fully go matte before applying the second layer. So I've added 2 layers. You'll see that the first layer will need more material because it's all being sucked into the material, and then the second layer will be easier to apply while using less material. You also see that like after sanding it, the finish was like a lighter gray, and then once the varnish is on, like the clear, you'll see it gets darker. So you can compare it to wetting out newspaper or having like your driveway in concrete being wet by the rain. It will also be darker than it's on a sunny day. So here's the finish, and now we can proceed to getting everything ready to mount it to the desk. So I'm using some 40 by 40 T-slots. These are bought on Alex profile. I'll add the link in the description as well. These were used as well. Like if you want some more details about using profiles like these, you can find them on other videos that I did with the 3D printing enclosure and my workbench. So these videos will be in the description or on the top right as well. So here I was disassembling the old desk, and then you'll see like the finished desk coming on top. So it's a floating desk, so no legs are there. I had some lights under it. I still have to do some cable management, but this is how the finish was. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, share this video with some friends, and see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.